How's it going, everyone? This is your astrology horoscope for Thursday, April 11th, 2024. I'm astrologer Alex Skyles, and welcome to the Moon Base. Hope you guys are having a great week. It's a little late here doing this horoscope, but this Mars-Saturn energy, that's kind of how it's been. Even building up, yesterday we had its exact conjunction. Now Mars today is at 15 degrees, but definitely the past week or so, it's just been like I've been having the latest nights, really doing so many different things and accomplishing a lot. So I hope you guys are accomplishing a lot with this Mars-Saturn energy that we just had, and now it's kind of setting, the tone for what this long-term foundation that we want to build, and being able to see the long-term picture in a practical way, and also, getting rid of a lot of things and a lot of baggage that we don't need, especially going through this eclipse. So, we're on the other side of it now. The sun's going to be at 22 degrees. So today, Mercury and the sun are going to make their conjunction, or cazimi, whatever you want to call it, as the moon is in Gemini, trining Pluto. And I think with Mercury here making its cazimi, its conjunction with the sun and Mercury both at 22 degrees. And 22 degrees is a very critical degree. And this moon in Gemini, Mercury rules Gemini. So Mercury is dispositing the moon while the moon is together with the sun today. And the moon in Gemini is going to be trining Pluto. So there's a lot of messages coming through here. Mercury and the sun are giving us a lot of messages. And with the moon being disposited by Mercury, I think it can be very emotional. Like, a lot of the information, a lot of the downloads that we're getting can really affect us in emotional ways. We can definitely uncover new information with this moon trine Pluto. Definitely some deep, maybe hidden information or secret information that's starting to come to light. That's really helping us piece together this Chiron solar eclipse experience that we've been having. That's really, highlighting the relationship themes that we've been going through and what we want to let go in our life that's connected to our relationships, and definitely how our self-identity is changing and evolving. And I think with Mercury retrograde, conjunct the sun, with the moon in a mercurial sign, making a trine to Pluto, it's just like, there's almost like this deep psychic message and information that's being delivered to us today. That can give us a whole new perspective and give us, kind of a dual-sided angle that can help us see both sides, but like see more of the deeper, more intense things that we don't really want to look at, and that's what's great about when the moon trines Pluto, is that it's more of a positive energy to look into the deeper and the darker things, look underneath the hood, we can uncover hidden things, secret things, and I think there's definitely things that we've overlooked, or deep unconscious, deep-rooted things that, can bubble up today, that can come to the surface in a positive way, that can, really give us some good information that we need at this moment. And the conversation with Mercury and the sun here isn't over, right? Mercury's retrograding. It's going to go, it's going to cross the sun. And then when it goes direct, it'll work its way to cross the sun again. So this isn't the end of the story here. But if I'm correct, I'm pretty sure by the time Mercury conjuncts the sun again, the sun will be in Taurus and Mercury will be in Taurus. I'm pretty sure. I would have to look ahead. It could, yeah. So, there's definitely this story with our identity and our self-worth coming up, and, what our value truly is, and our value and our self-worth is expanding in a very big, powerful way with this Jupiter-Uranus now just getting really close. Jupiter is about to hit 20 degrees here in the next few days. Jupiter's at 21. So by the next week, going into, the middle of next week, Jupiter and Uranus are going to be making their conjunction. So, we're having a big leveling up, in our self-worth and knowing this is what's good for me. This is what's not good for me. And this eclipse definitely helped us clear a lot of that out. And today with this Cazimi, with Mercury and the Sun, and the Moon in Gemini being ruled by Mercury, making this trine to Pluto, really pay attention to the psychic impressions and, the deep, kind of unconscious stuff that, can really give you some messages that can give you some really important and factual information, that's connected to, yourself, your identity, and definitely where your healing has been focused, with Chiron in Aries. And then, within the next day or two, Mercury's going to conjunct with Chiron again, So we have to think that, that's the story of, Mercury really being the messenger of giving us, the information that we need to really, get to a better place with our healing journey here. But today's definitely a day where, tapping into the more darker underworld of information and the unconscious, being willing to go to that place, we can uncover a lot of important and valuable information, And the moon won't really make too many aspects until we get to tomorrow, I'm pretty sure. Because by tomorrow, the moon in Gemini will square Saturn, square Mars. So Venus is in Aries, now at 8 degrees. So by the evening, the moon is going to make a nice trine to Venus. So this moon in Gemini is really stimulating Venus. And Venus in Aries loves that. It wants to be stimulated. And this moon wants to, stimulate things in Gemini. So I feel like this evening can be a very stimulating, kind of fun energy for the evening. Because definitely coming into Friday, the moon's going to make some hard aspects to this Saturn-Mars conjunction we just went through. So it can definitely, by Friday, we can be getting into the more intense kind of side of this Saturn-Mars. Things can get a little confusing or a little weird, a little strange going into Friday, but this energy with this moon making this sextile to Venus can be very fun and stimulating in all kinds of ways, that are really exciting, and intense, and passionate. This Venus in Aries is very intense and very passionate, but it's very fast, Venus in Aries just wants that quick, bam! I want it now. Moon in Gemini is just yeah, let's do it. We'll do anything. Let's try anything, The moon in Gemini can be fun with, the sextile to Venus here. So, this is an interesting day. I think, we really have to pay attention to the messages coming through with this Cazimi, with the Sun and Mercury, and it's definitely the messages can be coming up in more psychic, in a more psychic way, in a more unconscious way, in a synchronistic way, and definitely our lives are changing, in very big, intense, rapid ways, with this Jupiter-Uranus that's getting closer and closer by the day. We've been going through a lot of really serious, potent conjunctions through just the first 4 months of 2024. And by the second half of 2024, we're not really going to be in that space of really amazing conjunctions. I mean, if we think about it, we had Sun-Mars conjunction in Capricorn. We had the Sun-Pluto conjunction in Capricorn at 29 degrees. We had the Venus-Mars conjunction in Aquarius this year. Already we had the we had Chiron North Node conjunction. We just had the Saturn-Mars conjunction. And then we had the Venus-Neptune, Mercury-Neptune. We've had a lot already. And now this solar eclipse with Chiron all conjuncting. Then now we're on our way to Mars-Neptune conjunct and the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction. So there's been a lot of, and you got to look at conjunctions like new moons, so to say. So when two planets conjunct, it's almost like a new moon in that area, right? A new beginning, a new phase, a new door opening. And a lot of massive doors are opening in our lives right now with this Jupiter-Uranus. And this Mars and Saturn is really pushing us to really take some action and get this shit moving, and really be ahead of the curve. I mean, really, we should already be ahead of the curve, because this is, we've been working towards this for a very long time, and really we can go back to the last Jupiter Uranus conjunction that we had in the end of 2010. I want to say at the very last degrees of Pisces and Aries, 2010, 2011, around that area. So, and that was in a whole different time. Pluto's in Capricorn. Saturn would have been in Libra at that time. Now Saturn's in Pisces. Pluto's in Aquarius. So we're having this Jupiter-Uranus, with Uranus dispositing Pluto. So this Aquarian Uranian energy is just about to get really lit up in a really big way, and some very big, unexpected, exciting things coming into our lives that can really change a lot. So here we go. I mean, I got the full card today. So, I mean, to me, the full card is very Aries energy to me. I don't know. I'm not exactly a tarot reader. I'm an astrologer, but I love to use the tarot, and, it gives me a lot of insight. And the full card always brings me to the Aries energy of just this new beginning, this new journey, this new rebirth, and just coming off the solar eclipse in Aries, the new moon, solar eclipse. It's we're willing to take on this new journey and embrace, the youthful energy coming through. And definitely with this Mars-Saturn conjunction we just had, it's Mars is ready to really just start kicking ass and taking action. So I think today's a day where we can really feel this journey into this new world that we're moving into with Jupiter-Uranus, and now going through this solar eclipse and finally coming through such heavy Chiron conjunction points, with the North Node and now with the eclipse, we're starting to understand what it's really been all about and what the message truly is, and today we're getting even more of a bigger piece to the puzzle of what the message is. But we won't really have all the pieces to the puzzle until Mercury comes to be retrograde, and then crosses Chiron again, and then it will cross the sun. And then we can really have all the information we need to really understand the missing links of this healing journey for us all. And that's kind of how the astrology works. It's when conjunctions happen, it's not just about, things happening when it happens, It's a divine order of a sequence of events that are all connected. So over the next month or so, we're going to start to really be able to put the pieces together and understand it in a whole new way that we can't really foresee yet, because we know this Jupiter-Uranus conjunction is going to be massive in our lives, and it's going to affect our lives in very big, unique ways that we can't really understand, and it will be unexpected. It will be exciting. It will be revolutionary, and it will change and expand our beliefs and what we believe about the world and what we believe about, existing, in just physical bodies. It's Taurus, so it's very, a whole new practical understanding, but, it's definitely expanding our beliefs in unexpected ways. So, anyway, I appreciate you all. If you're new here, subscribe to my channel, like this video, leave a comment, say what's up. Find me on Instagram. All the links to all of my platforms are in the description of this video. My Jupiter-Uranus conjunction and Taurus reading sale is available. It's booking out. May is almost booked, and it will go into June, with Jupiter going into Gemini. But I am dedicating this reading sale to this conjunction because it's so important. This is one of the biggest moments of 2024, one of the most benefic, expansive transits that it is the biggest expansive transit that we'll have all year. So the link to my booking website is also in the description of this video with all the links to all my social media platforms. So anyway, I'm exhausted. I hope you guys have a wonderful Thursday, and it will be a wonderful day with this moon in Gemini really kind of bringing in some youthful energy that we kind of need at this moment. We've just gone through a massive solar eclipse that was really intense. So have a wonderful Thursday, and I will see you all on Friday. Peace.